Hi, my name's Liam Gregg. I'm a psychic medium, and I'm going to do a video today. And I'm being guided to do this video from my spirit team and my spirit guides. And it's a very important message that needs to get out there for people, because there's a lot of information that's being put out there at this moment in time on the internet that's being spread that are lies, that is misinformation. And what this information's doing, it's causing confusion and a state of fear for people that do not understand. Okay, now what this is with regards to is that when you pass over, okay, there's a thing which is called the light that you go into, okay, and the misinformation that's being put out there at the moment is that what people are saying is that once you pass over, not to go into the light, okay? Because if you go into the light, you're basically going to be, your memory is going to be wiped, okay? You're going to forget about everything what's happened, and there's some sort of connection with regards to basically coming straight back and being reincarnated, okay? With your memory wiped. There's a lot of conspiracy theories, there's a lot of stuff out there with regards to this, okay, depending on your belief system, how open your awareness is, okay, is what I need to tell you. Now, what happens is, okay, the truth of what happens is once you pass over, okay, the light is then shown to you, okay? Your loved ones in spirit are there with you, okay? And they are there to guide you through the light, okay? That is it. It is that simple, okay? You're encouraged to go into the light, because once you go into the light, this is the next phase, the next part of your journey, the next chapter, however it is that you want to interpret that, should I say. But this is what the truth is, and this is what actually happens. So you go into the light, okay, because you're being encouraged to go into the light. Now, you'll have celestial beings that are there with you, and these are also known as angels and archangels, okay, and your loved ones in spirit. Now, there's a reason why you're guided into this direction. Once you go into that direction, you then go through the next phase, okay? Now, what this is, the best way that I can describe this to you guys and girls is, it's sort of like, I like to call it the hospital, okay? Because it's the next phase of your journey. And what happens then, once you go into that hospital, there's a lot of healing, okay? There's a lot of the traumas that you've accumulated, the stuff that you've carried through this lifetime, okay? All of that stuff is released, okay? So that stuff is released. Then what happens? You are at your original state of being, okay? Which is oneness, connected. We are all connected. After that point, you are then given a life review, okay? Now, what a life review consists of is the moment you took your first breath to the moment you take your last breath, which is you're passing into the spiritual realm, okay? And anything in between that. So basically your whole life, your lifeline. You're shown everything you've ever done, all of the actions you've ever taken, everything that's been connected, how your actions have affected you, how your actions and decisions have affected those around you, how that has then gone on to affect other people, and so on, as everything is connected, okay? What part you've played and what part people's lives have played in regards to your experience that you came here to experience, okay? Now, what this also consists of is Have you learnt the lessons that you came here to experience? Okay? Before we came here, we all signed a contract. Okay? Now, this can be quite hard for a lot of people to wrap your head around. Okay? But we signed a life contract before we came here. Now, what that consists of, it's a blueprint. Okay? And what that consists of is all of the experiences that we wanted to experience in this lifetime, all of the lessons we wanted to go through, the things we wanted to learn. Okay? Now, what happens with that is there's a next phase of that. So this is where it goes even deeper. Okay? So your family members, you chose to have that experience with them. Okay? Now, for those of you that are going to sit back and say, well, I never chose to go through the situations with all the hardship and all the problems I had as a child and all that stuff, etc., etc., etc. Well, you did. Okay, and it's quite simple, because you knew that with your family and your environment, that was where you were going to learn all of the lessons that you came here to experience and learn. Now, depending on once you pass into the spiritual realm, once you pass through to the spiritual realm, whether you've learnt your lessons, okay, there is a thing which is called a karmic cycle, okay? Now, what this does consist of is that you will come back, depending on if you've learnt lessons or you experienced all of the experiences you were meant to experience, okay? Now, it also goes on deeper than that. There are different realities, okay, and different vibrational frequencies and different levels also, is what I need to tell you. Now, what happens is there are levels at the top and there are levels at the bottom, okay? Now, depending on all of this and where you fit into this aspect, okay, this will determine where you go once you have passed through. Okay, I hope that makes sense. All right. Now, a little bit further into that, just to let you all know, we are all trying to attain to the light, okay, which is a God consciousness, which is where we've came from, okay? So if you want to look at it in levels, okay, so we're here, okay? There are many different levels to attain and to continue through the cycles in life, okay? Now, these are the lower vibrations, depending on what you've done in this lifetime, whether you've been good, whether you've been a nice person, whether you fulfilled the things that you're meant to do, or whether you've done some things that you should not have done, okay? The law of karma, okay? What goes around comes around. Now, this will determine whether you go on the lower level of vibration, okay? Lower level of reality, okay? Or a higher level of reality, because you've attained what you came here to attain, okay? Now, we have a thing which is called the archangels, okay? In the celestial realm, this is what they're also known as, which is spirit, okay? In essence. Also, as well, with regards to that, we have a thing which are called the ascended masters, okay? Ascended masters are people that have been here, okay, in this lifetime that we've experienced. They've learned the lessons that they were meant to learn, okay? And they've continued to elevate and continue to get all the way up back to that God consciousness, okay? And some of our ascended masters choose to come back in this lifetime, as in our reality that we are in now, okay? Earth angels, okay? Star seeds, empaths, okay? Healers, okay? Now, they choose to reincarnate to come here to help humanity, okay? Help the collective raise their vibration and move forward, okay? I'm trying to explain it the best way I can explain it for you. Now, a lot of the ascended masters, okay, have been spoken about in history, okay? So if you do your research and you find out with regards to in a lot of religions, okay? So we have prophets, okay, in Islam, okay? In Christianity, we have Jesus, okay? In Buddhism, we have Buddha, okay? This is just a select few of what I'm picking, okay? Now, this is how you need to sort of try and expand your awareness and your consciousness, okay? So open your consciousness up and your awareness, okay? And start tapping into this side, all right? Start trying to tap into this side. Now, a lot of people will be out there either agreeing or disagreeing. That's absolutely fine. I'm not here to tell you what's right or what's wrong, okay? I just know, with regards to what I do as a psychic medium, and I'm 37 years of age. I've been connected since I was a child. I've been connected with the spiritual realm and the celestial realm, okay? I've had a lot of information that's been downloaded to me, and I get this quite a lot, okay? And I'm always encouraged by my spirit team and the guides that are around me to continue to spread the truth, okay? So if any of you out there come across this video and you're still confused, what I would say to you is go and do some research, okay? And the further you go into doing the research, the more you're going to start to understand things, okay? And a lot of the research that you can do is going within, okay? There's a lot of information that's out there that is correct, but there's also a lot of information that's out there that is not correct. So it can cause a lot of confusion, okay? Now, when I say go inwards, I mean get connected, okay? Get connected to your higher self, okay? Open your awareness up, expand your consciousness, okay? Everybody has the ability to do this and tap into this intuitive side is what I need to tell you, okay? This will all depend on whether you're willing to put the work in that direction, and be consistent, and how much you really want it. You know, and it's like anything in life. And once you start to go inwards, that's when you start to receive downloads and you start to understand things a little bit more. You get some answers to the questions that you've got inside. So yeah, I felt very strongly guided today to give this information out there, because there's a lot of information out there that is wrong, and it causes a lot of confusion for people, okay, and they don't know what to do. Now, what this also does with the confusion that's out there, it gets people into a state of fear, okay? And fear is the #1 thing, energy, okay, that keeps us all trapped, okay? So remember I told you about the levels, okay? So we're here, okay? Here, right here, okay? Now we're trying to attain to these different levels and different vibrations, okay? And raising our frequency, okay? Now the lower vibrations, okay, right at the bottom, fear, okay? F-E-A-R, okay? Fear is what keeps you trapped, okay? Now what's at the top and what helps us to raise is love, okay? We are all in, or we should all be in the vibration of love, is what I need to tell you, okay? Love is what connects us all, okay? We're all one consciousness. So in truth and in reality, when you actually think about it, okay, there's no race, there's no different colour, there's no discrimination, okay? There's none of that stuff, okay? Because what this is just an avatar, okay? So this is just a body, an avatar, okay? Inside, we have a spirit. Okay? Now, in religion, it's called soul or spirit, whatever. It's the same thing. It's all connected. Each and every single one of us has this that runs through us. Now, where we are now, what we perceive this world, okay, is like it's a school. Okay, the best way that I can describe this to everyone out there that comes across this video is that we are in a school. This is just a school, okay? And it starts off from nursery and goes to primary school, then goes to secondary school, then goes to college, and then goes to university. And it is all one big school. It's different levels and different lessons, okay? And each and every one of us are here to experience the experience that we've signed up for in our life review. Sorry, not in our life review, in our blueprint, our soul contract. Our life review is what we have when we pass over into the light. Okay? And that's what got me started with getting this information out there, because my guides are telling me, you've got to get this information out there, Leon. People need to know the truth. Because there's a lot of misinformation with regards to talking about once you go into the light. There's a lot of people out there, spiritual groups, a lot of, they call it New Age spirituality, all of that stuff, okay? There is a lot of confusion. Do not go into the light. It's not what you're meant to do. It's wrong, okay? And you're being misled, okay? Now, I'm not here to judge people, okay? Wherever they've got that information from, it's entirely up to them. What I am here to do is to spread the truth and hopefully bring some awareness to you, for you to expand your consciousness, and for you to then go within, okay, and get the answers that you're seeking. Everything's always about an energy of love, working from a loving place, okay? And as long as you continue to work from a loving place, in essence, that's all that matters. Okay, continuing to be a loving person, and continuing to be of service, okay? So if you can imagine, I told you that we are all one consciousness, okay? So everybody is connected more than they actually realize. Like, every single person is more connected than you actually realize. And if you want to find the answers to this stuff, and then burning questions that you've got inside, you have that burning desire to try and find out, you know, always searching, because whatever you're being told around you just doesn't fit, okay? And you're not happy with what you've been told, with what you've been brought up with, society, what people say, and this is how you should be, that's how you should be, that's what you need to believe. There's a reason why you do not resonate with that, okay? It's because your spirit knows the truth. And all you need to do is get connected with it. Like, literally, that's all you need to do, is get connected with it. And then you'll find the answers to the questions that you have inside. And I promise you, once you start to go in that direction, you'll never look back. And there's a reason being, it's because everything will start to make sense in a completely new direction. Your consciousness will expand. You'll start to see the bigger picture with absolutely everything, why people are in our life, why we're in their life, about lessons or blessings. You'll start to understand the currency with what we're dealing with, which is energy. Everything is a form of energy and vibration. Things vibrate at different frequencies and different levels, okay? This is where the law of attraction comes into things. What you're thinking about and you're sending out is what you will reciprocate and call back to you, okay? power of thinking. Okay, your thoughts are very, very powerful, man. Very, very powerful, and your words are even more powerful. Okay, there's a reason why when we was at school it used to be called spelling. Okay, if you can go back to remembering being at school, we used to do spelling lessons. Your words are spells. Okay, and in essence, that is you manifesting. You're speaking things into existence. Okay, that's how when you look into the occult and you have witches. Now, I'm not here to say anything about witches, good or bad, okay? Because there's good and bad in everything, in every aspect of life, okay? But witches cast a spell, okay? They cast a spell. Now, this is all done with words. Now, there's rituals that go into this and things behind this, okay? But they cast a spell, okay? Spelling. Like, your words are so powerful, man. Like, so powerful. That's why I try and get people to understand with all of my videos and all of my readings and everything that I do, just to be very mindful of what you're saying. Being very mindful of your thoughts as well, your thought process. Because you, in essence, are going to determine whether you have a good experience here, okay, or a bad experience here, okay? Because there's no right or wrong, is what I'm trying to tell you. Because if you're thinking negative, okay, you're going to experience negative, okay? Now, if you're thinking positive, you're also going to experience positive. So it's like you have a choice in what direction you go in, okay? And with that, I'd like to wish all of you lots of love, light and blessings. If you are new to this channel, welcome to here. It's a pleasure to have you on here. If you could please subscribe to the channel, please share this channel, get this out there, spread the truth to people. Put some thumbs up, put some interaction in the comments as well. Get connected with other people on this channel, so you can start getting connected and expanding your consciousness with other spiritually minded people that are on here. And I'm going to be doing a lot more videos moving forward for this channel with regards to connecting, my connection to spirit and my guides, being a psychic medium, various different videos, energy, frequencies, crystals, downloads that I receive, basically talking the truth, okay? Talking the truth, and spreading the truth, because there's a lot of energy that's around at the moment that is not the truth. There is a lot of false information, okay? So I'm being guided from my guides and my team to put things right and play my part with being able to just help you see things from a different point of view. But ultimately, it's going to come from you as a person, okay? Because no matter what somebody says to you, or no matter what's presented to you, you have to use your own discernment, okay? Which means that you need to listen to what you feel is right for you. And there's a reason and a feeling you'll experience with that. When you know you're in the right direction, your energy will resonate, okay? And you'll just be like, huh, okay, I get that now. And that's how you will know. So I hope that's made sense to you guys and girls. That's just a little bit of a breakdown with regards to the light situation, which I've been strongly guided to give this information out there for you guys and girls to hopefully understand and get a better understanding of this. And with that, I just want to wish you lots of love, light and blessings moving forward. Take care.